But I do want to show this off really quick. This is Twinkle Circuits. This is basically just a sub-game. And it's this again. It's not the same section we just did. This is actually just a new track altogether. And I think if you do this... I think if you do this fast enough, you can get an emblem. Or maybe it's another case where it's like if you beat it once, you'll get an emblem, and if you beat it like again later, you will get like another emblem. Also, I am not using the L and R buttons like I said I should be doing, so that's my bad. Yeah, there really is a difference when you use the L and R because, yeah, like you can make some of these tight turns. So definitely do that. I think you also want to collect rings while you're doing this too, because it'll give you like faster speed and more acceleration. So definitely pick up rings while you're doing this, especially from the ring capsules. But yeah, as you can see, there are 3 laps. I feel like the second lap's going to be a lot faster than the first lap. If I don't, like, brush up against the wall, though, that's something you can't really do. But again, as I said, if there is another emblem, I'm not going to worry about it until post-game. I'm just kind of showing this off because it's here. I feel like that's a good reason to. It says I'm 5 minutes and 30 seconds ahead of the best time, so that's cool, I guess. But my god, how do I keep brushing up against the wall that easily? Okay, so that should be fast enough for an emblem, but if there is another one, I won't be able to get it till later, or until I get better at that as well. Let's go ahead and quit so we can move on and do some other things, because while we're racing around at the speed of sound, Amy is probably not exactly in the best shape right now. Oh, what's that? An employee card. I can use that to get into the building. Yes, so we use this employee card to get in here. And this is how we access one of the cooler levels in the game, Speed Highway. Trivia fact, I probably should have mentioned this earlier because there is another example of this. But Speed Highway is a zone that actually came back in Sonic Generations, the 360 PC and Xbox version. There was also a 3DS version of Sonic Generations, and Seaside Hill, or not Seaside Hill, the beach level, the first beach level we did, Emerald Coast, that's it. That appeared in the 3DS version instead of Speed Highway. But yeah, this level got some recognition, and honestly, I think that the recognition was very well deserved, because this level is really cool. It can be a little dangerous because there's like nothing below you if you fall off. But still, like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like a Sonic level. Not that the other ones haven't felt like. I mean, Casinopolis didn't exactly feel like a Sonic level. And again, the snowboarding section. Well, no, even the snowboarding section is still kind of like a Sonic level, I suppose. Really only Casinopolis is the only non-feeling like a Sonic level we've done so far. Maybe the sewer section of Casinopolis is fine, but like everything else, eh. So here's where you can like really use the homing attack to your advantage. And this is where like the ability really shines. Like I really love when it's used like that. Just because it's just like really neat to kind of watch you like kill all the enemies with it. What the hell happened? I guess those police officers must have like wrecked me or something, because yeah, it would not let me continue on. Oh my god. Yeah, like again, this is perfect evidence of this game not being like the most polished, I guess. Just because stuff like that can very easily happen. Where you just kind of like stuff happens and you can just like very easily fall off. Okay, there we go. Here's another really cool section of this level. I wish you could see the front instead of the back right there. Okay, this is a little better, I guess. Again, like, I really hate that in games, where you're running towards the screen and you can't see what you're doing or what's going on. It's much better when you can kind of see from behind, or at least see what's coming up. Crash Bandicoot does it okay, but even then, I wouldn't say that's a... I wouldn't say it's something you should try to do. Also, this music right here, really freaking cool. I love this music. The last part of Speed Highway. Just a very beautiful track. And all the way up here, we have our ending. And that's it for Speed Highway. A very short visit, but honestly, a really cool level too.
Yeah, not bad.
But wait, where the hell is Amy? Yeah, that is kind of a weird thing where, like, Sonic was with Amy in the park, the theme park. Then he just like, you know what, I'll just go and do Speed Highway really quick, and then we'll hear the rest of this story. I guess that's what happened here. Anyway, I think, where exactly do we need to go? She should still be in the city. Is she in the train station? No. Wait, what are you doing? We're sorry for any problems. You are having problems, right? Sorry. Wow. Jerks. Massive jerks we have here. Okay, do we need to go to the casino?
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Sonic! Help!
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Oh wow, look, while we were running down a building, Amy just got captured by the robot. Honestly, like, that probably is our fault. Because clearly that robot was after Amy and we needed to stop that robot, but instead we just kind of just left on our own accord and did something else, which was not a smart thing to do.
Let me go, you hunk of junk! I mean it!
Hey there, bull brain. You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya! Hey, what's happening here?
Oh, looks like the egg carrier is here. You know, Sonic, you probably should have tried to attack instead of just staring at him for like a few minutes. Or I guess it was more seconds, but still, my point stands.
Shoot! I lost her again!
Okay, so, with that, I believe we can finally access this area that I've been trying to get to for a while. There's a really big reason why I wanted to show this to you guys, because I think it looks pretty cool. But if we follow this path out this way, we have Angel Island from Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. Why is Angel Island here? Well, we saw Knuckles here earlier, so Knuckles might have some information about that. But let's go up here anyway. We'll pay our respects to the Master Emerald, which is so lovely placed on its pedestal up here. Oh, it won't let us stand on it. No. Well, you know, it is like the it is the important gem of the island. Without that island there, or without that gem there, the island just falls and sinks into the ocean, so probably best we don't stand on it. But we need to actually do something here because, well, we have an upgrade.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
Okay, so we have another new ability. I believe that's also the last ability that Sonic gets in this game. But, here's the only place where he uses it.
Ready?
That's it. Never will we need to use that ability again. I don't think there's any other practical use unless there's like a, again, some treasure on the overworld or something we can get. But see, here we go. This is what I like. I like just kind of going like from one stage to the next stage. It actually, like, this part of the game does kind of feel like more like a traditional Sonic game because you are just kind of going from one level to the next. And you don't really spend a lot of time in the overworld either. You do have to kind of go like back and forth just to get to the, like, progress the whole Amy storyline. But even then, like, I don't know, like, when you consider that, like, in this recording session, I'm currently at the, like, 1 hour and 40 mark. And we've really only had, like, 6 levels up to this point. This is the 7th level. We've had, like, some mini-games, and there was also the, like, 10-minute journey through Casinopolis. Like, it's just, like, I don't know, a lot of that just seems like a lot of the other parts have just been, again, cutscenes and overworld progression, and it just, I don't know, that's just the part I'm not really crazy about when it comes to this game. I'd rather just kind of go from one level to the next, basically. And I think Sonic Adventure 2 does that a lot better. I think there's more cutscenes in the game, but at least with cutscenes, like, you don't have to, like, look around for what to do. Like, the game is showing you what's going on, and then it's just like, well, when it's ready for the next level, it'll give you the next level. And see, that's what I kind of like about that game more than this one, because there is kind of that almost redundant gameplay just to progress the story. Again, not that it's like, I wouldn't say it ruins this game or anything. Again, it's a reason why I like 2 better than 1 personally. That's basically what it boils down to, honestly. I think that's a section where you could have used your new attack that you got, but, like, at that point, just use the freaking homing attack. The homing attack is awesome, just make use of it. You don't need to use some fancy light dash or whatever it's called. Completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary, but also really, really fun, too. Okay. Also, I like those hammers. Just like, I don't know, just a random obstacle to have right there. Also, I don't know, I think there's something funny about having a hammer as like a item or a weapon or something. Just like, you know, you could have a gun, you could have like some other very high-profile weapon. But no, it's a hammer, which is more of a tool than a weapon. I mean, you can use it as a weapon, obviously, but you know, you don't see people in like wars or in fights using hammers unless it's like the only thing around. So that's why I just find it a funny tool of destruction, I guess. But yeah, Red Mountain. This level is also pretty cool fire level. I kind of like how it has like different parts of it. I think I actually had this discussion in the Puddle Plains HD playthrough of this, which I'm actually doing like within a year of that project ending. That's not really the reason why I prolonged this playthrough for so long, because honestly, like, if that was a reason, I probably still wouldn't have done it like until like after a year had passed. But like, I was planning on doing this project at the end of this year regardless of that playthrough. I honestly wasn't even expecting that playthrough to get finished in the short period of time that it did. I say short because it really wasn't a short period of time. It took forever to get that project done. But still, like, I had even worse expectations. That's basically what I'm saying. But yeah, like, we were kind of discussing in that playthrough that one of the cool things that I realized from watching that playthrough is that all the levels, like, even though they're just like one level, it's not the axe system of the Genesis games, it still kind of has like different acts in the levels. Like Red Mountain here, you kind of start on the outside of the volcano, and then in the second half you're inside the volcano. So in a way it's kind of like the act structure of the old Sonic games, just in a 3D format, and just, you know, basically described as one level, which I think is really cool. Because if you think about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, for example, Sandopolis Zone, which is my least favorite zone in Sonic and Knuckles, but that zone by itself, like, the first act was inside of a desert, and the second act was inside the Big Pyramid. So it's kind of like the same kind of thinking for this level. Like, you're outside the mountain, and then you're inside the mountain. So yeah, just like cool little observations like that, like, give me more respect for this game, because, you know, despite being a new venture into the world, the 3D world of Sonic the Hedgehog, it still kind of kept a lot of the charm of those old Sonic games too. So yeah, I felt like mentioning that. Whoa, Tails, where'd you get that cool looking plane? His name's Sonic, not Roger. Ah! Why are we doing this again? Oh, and this is longer too. Why? Why are we doing this again? This Sky Chase. Yeah, so they... Okay, first of all, one thing at a time. First of all, what was Sonic hoping to accomplish with the Red Mountain journey anyway? Like, that ship was clearly, like, flying way above the mountain. Even if he made it to the top of the mountain, I don't see him making that jump, even if it is Sonic the Hedgehog, so... I don't know. That seemed like a very fruitless effort to begin with. As far as this is concerned, yeah, not a fan. Wasn't a fan of the first act. And here we are doing it again. What I'm doing is basically the strat you want to employ if you want to get the high score medallion or emblem in this level. Because there are, like, a lot of targets you can aim for. And you almost want to, like, scan the whole screen just so you can get them all. But yeah, it's just, again, I hate the high score, like, emblem for this game. Not to mention, I'm just not a fan of this game to begin with. Like, why are we doing this again? I guess it did say Act 1, not Act 2, but still. Also, I don't know if that was like a really smart thing to do. If Sonic fell, I mean, he survived one fall, but like after the massive head trauma that he had to have had after that first fall, I don't see him surviving a second one so soon after the first one, you know? So, I don't know, kind of risky to change the entire build of the plane while doing that, but you know, they're Sonic characters. They obviously don't think about the consequences of their actions. They're also flying ridiculously close to these jet engines, which is also probably not a wise thing to do. Probably just one of those things where you shouldn't even question their motives at this point. You're not going to get anywhere. Well, if the high score requirement is 10,000, we're good, but I don't know. It's probably not. I think I did that stage better than I did the first stage. But we have a bit of a boss fight. We have the... whatever this is. Oh wow, okay, that wasn't so bad. And there we go, Sky Chase is done. I'll see you guys for Sky Chase Act 3. Oh god, I hope not. I hope that's not a thing.